Howzit T.O.B family, welcome to yet another episode of our videos. Our subject for today is the JBL Live 770NC Active Noise Cancelling Headphones. It was released in August of 2023 and this can be yours for the sweet price of 2,489 rands, which translates to 133 US dollars. It comes in 4 colors: black, white, blue, and sandstone. JBL, if you're listening, we need this in more than 4 colors. You're here. Some of its features include the JBL signature sound and surround sound feature, long battery life. You get 65 hours with active noise cancelling off and 50 hours with active noise cancelling on. You get a quick charge feature, 5 minutes of charge for 4 hours of use. You get a proximity sensor for auto pause and play. You get multi-point connection, Bluetooth 5.3 with the LE support, Personify 2.0, the JBL headphone app support, and many more. Let's unbox it and see what it's about. Let's go. So when you open the box, this is what you get: manuals on warranty book, a USB Type-C charging cable, a 3.5mm audio cable, a carry pouch. It's very nice, feels like nubuck on the outside and silk on the inside, and the JBL Live 770NC Active Noise Cancelling Headphones. Alright, first impressions. The headband is completely covered in denim. It's very flexible and bendable. It should fit most people. Great design, great aesthetics. The side adjustment is metallic, 4 levels, so no worries. Joints on the bottom end allow for 90-degree turn and a fold for portability. On the right speaker, we have the control buttons and a tap control you have to set from the app. And inside it, we have the proximity sensor. On the left, we have a USB port and a charge indicator light. Simple, elegant. The earmuffs are made with soft foam and pleather. It's comfortable up to a point. I'll explain that later in the video. Don't go anywhere. Let's do a fit test. When you put this on for the first time, the first thing you notice is the weight. It is super lightweight. It's very comfortable up to a point. Like I said earlier, don't worry, I'll explain, just stick around. All buttons are reachable, appropriate grip from the headband. You can exercise with it. I think you can run with it too. Great stuff. Now, pairing this is a breeze, super easy. Firstly, turn on your headphones and let your phone pick it up thanks to Google Fast Pair. And bam, you are connected. See how easy that was? Awesome stuff. Well, let's go through the app and see the features. Let's go. Alright, let's look through the app to see what it's about. Firstly, download your JBL headphones app from your App Store or your Play Store, wherever you use. And since it's already connected, it's just going to pop up in the app right there. Okay, let's just go through the app and see what it's about. Okay, we're just going to look through. We're not going to waste any time here. First of all, we have the ambient sound control. We all know what that is. That includes the noise cancelling feature, the ambient aware feature, and the talk through feature. We should know what these are by now. If we don't, please look through the other videos, then you'd catch up. Now under that, we have a custom active noise cancelling, so it's where you can set what your active noise cancelling can look like. You can either leave it at the automatic settings, which is your adaptive noise cancelling, or you can switch it off and you can control what you want, what level you want for your active noise cancelling. I usually leave it to the adaptive active noise cancelling. Now we have something called a leakage compensation. What this does is it compensates for the extra sounds that gets leaked when you're using this. Since it's not an earbud that could keep all the sound inside your ear when it comes out, you definitely have leakage when you use headphones. So what this does is it compensates for the sound. Okay. Next we have the Personify app. We already know what this does, so please, if you don't know what it is, again, go back to the previous video and catch up. Next we have is the equalizer settings. Under the equalizers we've got jazz, we've got vocal, we've got extreme bass, we've got club, and we've got the bass. Now if you don't want any of these settings, you can just go in and fit your own EQ settings right there. Next is our low volume dynamic EQ settings. What this does is it boosts the highs and the lows such a way that even at the lowest volume you can still hear clearly, and at the highest volume you can still hear clearly all the same. Doesn't get too loud, doesn't get too low. Next setting is the spatial sound. Now this is very good. You should try this when you're using this for your movie or your music or your gaming. Next feature, gestures. Under here you can set your controls. Now here we've got the touch panel and we've got the action button. This is the action button. These ones right here, the ones on the headphone is the action buttons. Now this is already set, so when you activate this, you can now control directly from the headset. Now if you're using that, or you decide to use the touch panel, now the touch panel is the right headphone, right, the right side. Now on here you can touch and these controls will work. Like I said, you really can't change any of these, you just have to activate them so you can use this button right here. Just touch the JBL on the right and it will work. Okay, we have our voice aware. What this does is when you're making phone call, you can hear yourself so that you don't start shouting. Some people, because they cannot hear themselves, they are yelling when they're making a phone call or talking on the phone or something. So this helps you regulate that. Now, smart audio and video. Now these are settings that you can decide to switch off or switch on. It just helps you it enhances your video watching or your audio mode. They're all different settings. Now I have a automatic play and automatic pause. Now this works like a sensor control here. I think it's somewhere in the earbud right here. I'm guessing this the right side here. If you touch it there, you can feel it. Now what this does is when you put it on, it's like a proximity control. When you put it on, it starts playing. When you take it off, it pauses. Whatever it is you're doing will pause. So it's like a proximity control. That's what this does. You can switch it on or off, your choice. I usually leave it on. Now this is what I would say about the app. Oh yeah, the on and off buttons right here. This is where you switch off the entire headset right there. Now I have this to say about the app, right? This is just looking at it on the surface. It is good. I think it's concise. I think it has everything that it needs to have. For me, it looks like an earbud. It looks like an earbud and a headphone put together. It is a really good app. I'm gonna take my time now and just listen to some music, play a movie or something. Just use the headphones for a bit with the app controls, and I'll be back to tell you what I think. Let's go. Alright, after listening to this for a while, this is what I think. Great separation of sound. Very good sound. Very crisp. It's a bit bass heavy, but not exaggerated, right? It doesn't overshadow everything else. Great highs and mids, so it's very clear. Very good sound. I like it. I think the spatial, right? That's the word. The spatial feature on this headset does wonders for the sound. Really good. I like it. Let's move on. Alright, there's so many things I can say I like about this headset. I mean, from the spatial feature to the noise cancelling, to the Personify 2.0 feature, the Bluetooth, so many things I can mention. But at this stage, I just want to mention just a few things that I consider pros and other things that I consider cons. Let's start with the pros. First of all, the pros, comprehensive controls. I use the word comprehensive controls in the sense that you can operate this headset without the app. The app is good, but you can do everything you can do on the app, you can do on the headset itself. Another pro to this headset is the long battery life. I mean, I use this thing for days, and it was fine. It took me about 3 days or so before I had to recharge again. I'm telling you, the headphone, the battery life on this thing is amazing. That is a very good pro for this. Also, with every pro comes a con, right? So let's talk about some things that I do not like about this headset, okay? I'll call these ones the cons, as always. Alright, now, mic quality. I've heard better. I'll use that word. I've heard better. And I think also for the performance of this headset, I was a little bit disappointed at the mic quality. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not saying people wouldn't hear you. You're still intelligible when you speak through the microphone, when you're making a phone call with this headset or something. But I would say I have heard better. And I also think for the performance of it, I expected more. So that is my con. Might not be yours, but that's mine. Oh, and before I forget, here's what it sounds like when you're on the phone. Howzit T.O.B family? This is a mic test of the JBL Live 770NC Noise Cancelling Headphones. And this is what you sound like when you are on the phone. You're intelligible when you speak, people can hear you, but I think I've heard better. Is it just me? Let me know in the comment section. Let's go. Right, so go to the comment section and tell me what you think. We share the same opinion or you have something else to say. Comment section. Let's go. Another thing I will consider a con also, still talking about the microphone, is the fact that the mic only works over Bluetooth connection. If you're using the aux cable, it doesn't work. But if you're using the Bluetooth connection, that is when it works. I don't understand why they would do that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, that's how it works. So for me, that's a con. Alright, the last one is the fit. Earlier on I said when we got to this point I will explain to you why it being a pro on the other side, being a comfortable wear, is also a con on this side. Now, it's very comfortable, like I said, when you put it on. There's no vice grip for the headband. The earmuffs are soft. But on the inside, when you put it on, it covers your ear on the outside, but on the inside, it sits on your ear, right? On your earlobes. Some people might find that very uncomfortable or what, although it's soft, but some people might find that being a bit uncomfortable. And because of that reason, you always have a leakage when it comes to sound. But I guess they did make provisions for leakage, but still, I will consider that a con, because now what it does is it sits on your ear and then there's sound leakage, number one. And number two, some people might find that a bit uncomfortable after a long time. So yeah, that for me is a con. All right, let us summarize. Do I think this is worth 2,489 Rand, which translates to 133 US dollars? No, I don't think so. But I think some people might not care and they will still go for it. But I don't think it's a fair price. I think it's a bit on the high side. Now, 2,000 Rands, which is about, 106 US dollars. Yeah, might still be on the high side, but maybe a bit fair. But for 2,489 Rands, it's great, but a little bit on the high side for me. Yeah, that's what I think. But if you've listened to this and the performance and everything, might not be a problem to you if you can afford it. But if you can't, I understand. It's a bit on the high side. Maybe 2 grand will still be on the high side, but a bit still fair. That's what I think. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one.